Now let's turn to David Trim for a look at Adventist history. This week, the birth of an influential missionary and theologian.
Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. On April 23 in 1882, George D. Keogh, influential Adventist missionary, theologian, and educator, was born in Govan, Scotland. Keogh later worked as a missionary across the Middle East for a total of 32 years in 3 different periods. He twice served on the faculty of Newbold College for a total of 20 years, beginning his second term of service, which lasted 12 years, in 1954 when he was aged 72. And he was one of the first teachers at the Seventh-day Adventist Theological Seminary from 1942 to 1946. In his time, he had developed remarkably innovative, contextualized methods of mission, influencing leaders such as Neil C. Wilson, and he was one of the key influences on mid-20th century Adventist theology, mentoring scholars such as William Murdoch, Edward Heppenstall, W. L. Emerson, and Siegfried Horn. On April 25 in 1923, Minerva Jane Chapman died in Battle Creek, aged 93. The sister of J. N. Loughborough, in a remarkable career, Minerva Jane had served the church in a number of capacities. She'd worked for the Review and Herald Publishing Association for 26 years, serving as the press's secretary-treasurer for nearly 20 years. And she was editor of Youth's Instructor magazine from 1883 to 1893, and most noticeably, she served as GC Treasurer, one of the executive officers of the General Conference, for 6 years, from 1877 to 1883. She was a real pioneer. And those were some of the events of This Week in Adventist History.
Thanks for watching Adventist News Network. Join us next week for more news from the headquarters of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
And as always, you can visit news.adventist.org for daily news and videos.